classic Paramount picture opening montage. And the Indiana Jones movies always open with a rock or a mountain over that mountain motif of Paramount. Here, it's a tall cliff of sandstone. I really enjoy the opening series sequences here in this movie because of the fantastic rocks. Geology, right? Love that stuff. See kind of coming over the hill there, a little dolly shot coming over the hill, and beautiful sandstones of the early Jurassic period here in central Utah. This is Arches National Park, which is where Steven Spielberg and company decided to film the opening sequence of this movie, and it's a beautiful, beautiful place. Here we see our local Boy Scout troop heading into the park. Beautiful balanced rock there. Arches is famous for its extreme collection of unusual landforms because of erosion. We'll talk about that more. The beautiful La Salle Mountains here in the background. Snow-capped 14,000-foot peaks, isolated volcanics out in the middle of eastern Utah. They're just a stunning visual. You should go there, but see more peaks of the early Jurassic there. So the stratigraphy is, you have this sequence of Wingate sandstone. It's a little bit older, and then the Kayenta is this very reddish colored clay-rich stuff in the middle that you see there at the bottom. And then the Navajo and the Kayenta, and then the Navajo Pavsan at the top. And then above that you have the formations like the Entrada, which is this sandstone that all these arches form in. It's a spectacular arch-forming sandstone. It's a little bit younger. But there's Double Arch. It's one of the most famous of arches. Here obviously they shot this right there at Double Arch. There are tons of arches in Arches National Park. I want to say over 1,000 different landforms. And part of the reason is the unique exposure and uplift of the area during the Rockies formation, and the fact that wind currents and the ice and the water blow across this erodible sandstone, but with this more erodible mudstone below it, causes these rocks to fall apart and erode into amazing shapes. Here we're supposedly down in a cave, or some kind of a man-made kiva or something. A kiva would have been a ceremonial, round ceremonial structure common to the native Puebloan peoples of the southwest United States. So it's very possible that this could be constructed in the area. And here they're looking for Coronado's cross, the cross of Coronado. Why would they look for that here? Because Coronado did visit this part of the world on his journey across the southwestern United States to Arizona, to the Four Corners region, which this is a part of. So is it possible that Coronado came to this part of the world and left behind some treasure? Yeah, it's possible. It's also possible that Coronado's expedition interacted with many of the ancient ancestral Puebloan peoples, or the Puebloan people. Many of the ancestors of the Navajo came from Utah in this part of the world, so perhaps it was tribes associated with their ancestors. It's a very fascinating history of this part of the world. There we have our young Indiana Jones with clearly no fear of snakes at this point. The young River Phoenix, very talented actor River Phoenix, that fortunately passed away way too young. But he's great in this movie. These guys truly grave robbing this ancient Native American site here in Arches National Park. Not sure if there are any actual ancestral Puebloan kivas or cliff dwellings or anything in this immediate area. There are many, many of those in southeastern Utah, southwestern Colorado. In fact, some of the most dense collections of Puebloan structures in the world. And those are the ancestors of many, many peoples that live currently today throughout the southwestern United States. Not just the Navajo, but the Hopi, the Zuni, the Acoma peoples, many, many different peoples. So you notice that the bad guy here looks a lot like Indy. Foreshadowing there, we picked up some style. So here we're like running across the green grassy valley. We were in this completely vegetatively valley, but now clearly we're shooting somewhere else. Many parts of this scene, or these scenes, were shot in northern New Mexico and Colorado. I'm not exactly sure where, but it's a scene pretty typical of places like the Alamosa Basin, flat grassy basins in between these uplifts of mountains. I'm not sure if that's exactly where this was, but somewhere here in northern New Mexico where they had a stretch of track they could build a circus train on, which is pretty cool.